Wait, what, Star Wars? Did you just straight up show an AK? Hi folks, Matt Easton here, Schola Gladiatoria. A very brief video, but as regular viewers here will know, or anyone who watches IGN, I am a Star Wars fan. I have been for a long time, well, since I was a little kid. And I was watching the Andor trailer, and I've got to say, it looks pretty good, but I only knew that once I watched it the second or third time, because on the first time, I couldn't stop seeing this. Pretty early in the trailer, they show a firearm that's just a straight up AK. Now, first up, we know that historical guns, real guns, have been used throughout the history of Star Wars. Obviously, stormtroopers have MG34s and Sterling submachine guns. At a time, for British people, it's quite funny, at a time when the Sterling submachine gun was still actually in like widespread use. But usually, they stick a load of things on and kind of disguise it. And I kind of like that because it makes it look gritty, it makes it look real, it makes it look like a real firearm. You know, we've got things like the broom handle Mauser used by Han Solo with a bunch of, I think it's the DL44, a bunch of things stuck on it to make it into a believable blaster. In fact, on Facebook, there's even a group for Star Wars blaster builders. What a great hobby that is. And so, you know, people take things like, this is not a real 1911, this is an airsoft one. But people take antique guns or airsoft ones or air pistols, stick a load of things on. Wait, it looks like a Star Wars blaster. But what on earth has Disney done? They've totally dropped the ball with this AK. It completely took me out of the immersion. It took me out of the suspension of disbelief. I'm watching Star Wars. I'm expecting to see Star Wars things. And what do I see? I see an AK. I think it's an AK74 of some sort. I think it's a 20-round magazine on it. They haven't really disguised the magazine. They haven't really disguised it at all. I think they've stuck like two things on it as far as I can see. So I think you dropped the ball, Disney. I'm looking forward to seeing Andor. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I liked Rogue One a lot. In fact, I think Rogue One's probably one of the best Star Wars films that's been made. But what on earth is going on with that AK? Maybe they can do some CGI to it in post-production and add some things on and disguise it or something, but I hope we don't see more of that in Star Wars. You've got to disguise your hardware, even something like Battlestar Galactica, some of the firearms, and that pulled me out of the immersion slightly because they're just very clearly recognisable. I think it's Heckler and Koch in that case, but you've got to disguise your firearms, Star Wars. If you want any advice on this, Disney, give me a call. You can find my details pretty easily, or even better, contact Ian from Forgotten Weapons. How to disguise your incredibly famous firearms and not remove people's suspension of disbelief and ruin the look of your very expensive show. There we go. Minor rant over. I hope the show's good, honestly, except for that AK. Cheers, folks.